Wow, morning everybody. You joined me in the penthouse rooftop tent. A little bit of rain last night. It is really comforting, you know, to sleep up here and you just hear the kind of pitter patter of the rain on the aluminium roof, and of course you are sort of lovely and warm and bone dry, and it's I find it really comforting, you know. But I've woken up at this little campsite. I guess we are in a rural location, so let's say a sort of a small holding or a small homestead, you know. And I have to turn around and say, you know, I'm as green as grass, because who wouldn't love a substantial little project like this? But I'm going to get myself up. That's where I am this morning. Get my first cup of tea. It's still raining, you can probably hear that. And then I'm going to give you the kind of whistle-stop tour of where Roach has woken up. So a bit drizzling, a bit rainy this morning, but waking up again in my kind of rooftop perch. Lovely to be out in the countryside. Going to try out the MTP Gore-Tex jacket that I recently bought and showed you. I think this is a perfect little morning for it. Let's get a cup of tea on, seize the day. There's a little shot of my host and his little kitchen. So there you can see the woodshed and the cabin. I do really enjoy the rain, you know, it's infantry weather. Okay, here's the question, people. Red or brown sauce?
Brown.
Gotta be brown sauce today, I think. Okay. The important bit, got to share what they taste like. Well, that's not a bad choice for a breakfast on a beautiful rainy spring morning. So this is Lee's setup. He's gone for the kind of carp tent, and I have to turn around and say I was really tempted by one of these some time ago myself. I thought they would have been absolutely perfect. You can get them in sort of 1, 2 and 3 man type sizes. Go Outdoors had the best prices on these when I was researching them, but that's absolutely perfect if you're not going to carry it too far, you know, straight out the back of the car and set up on an instant like this. But quite an unusual but a great sort of bivvy. So this is Sam's cabin then. It was a kind of an ice cream trailer, believe it or not, and he has kind of sympathetically clad it, put the old corrugated iron roof on it, and a wood burner. Apparently over 70 degrees in there when the wood burner's going. Just a little bit too warm for my good self, but gets around the kind of planning restrictions really nicely, you know. So you're not allowed to have kind of permanent structures, obviously, because this is a trailer and it's on wheels. It gets around that quite probably nicely. A recent addition was the woodshed you can see there. That was sort of site cast, so made on the ground and erected in a day. There's going to be a sort of top shelf up there where he's going to have some sort of solar power or wind turbine, that sort of thing, which will give him power to this this little woodland plot, you know. But all of the clearing and harvesting, I mean, you can see the wood there. That's a substantial amount of timber seasoning. and that's going to sustain him very nicely here into the future. You know, you can see the water butts at the back of the shed there, and obviously, you know, they're going to give you a grey water supply. So here he's built a small shed with a composting toilet. And thing about processing human waste, especially for men, is if you can keep the stalls and the fluid apart, it biodegrades a lot easier. You know, what he's done for a urinal is basically dug a hole, put a couple of straw bales down there with a pipe, and you kind of pee in the pipe. And the composting toilet obviously gets cleaned out every now and again, and the waste disposed. So here we are in the kind of woodland part of the plot. I think I'm just generalising, but I think it makes up probably about 30%, maybe a little over, of the plot itself. You know, and it's this kind of beautiful little woodland run. The plot is triangular in shape, so the road noise you can hear is sort of going off up to my left, and the plot kind of opens up, so it's fairly substantial. You know, there's quite a lot of room down here for sure, and an awful lot of potential and things that you could do with it. I think if this was fenced, as Sam was saying, you know, wild pigs would be in their element. This is a beautiful little plot, beautiful little retreat, and I am incredibly humbled that I was invited down. So this is where Roach has spent the weekend, sitting around with kind of like-minded people, and just another opportunity to sort of get out into the woods and live simply. You know, in the 21st century, this is as near to me being able to plug in and recharge my batteries as I have found, you know. But a beautiful little project. I mean, this is kind of homesteading, I think, in the 21st century, and over the next couple of years he is really going to turn this into his and his family's retreat. So as you come up towards the road, you know, the plot really kind of opens up, and there's an awful lot of room up here. Apparently the plot's just too small to get you know, sort of local authority grants, so there's sort of grants available for generating wildlife habitat, you know, so bat boxes and things like that. There's an awful lot of work to be done, you know. There's trees that have to come down and be made safe. Like I say, all the brambles were cleared, which was an extensive undertaking. And to take the project forward, you know, I'm really looking forward to where he ends up with it. I'm 100% convinced that however it ends up, he's going to make an amazing job of it. So, like I say, Roach was invited away for the weekend. I can't give you the exact location, and I'm sure most people will appreciate that. I've had a whale of a time. Just like to say a big thank you to Sam, to Sandy and to Lee, who have been brilliant company and great hosts. I think this is the point where I'm going to ask you to thumbs up, like, share, subscribe. If you're watching on Facebook, follow, and from me, as always, any comments, love to hear them.